Look at me in zero gravity. Why am I in zero gravity? Because we're back with another episode of the Cougar Convo podcast with the gorgeous, talented Cherie DeVille, ladies and gentlemen.
And the astounding, handsome, unbelievably talented Jeff Leach.
Oh my God.
Spaceman, cosmonaut. I don't even know what's happening here.
This is what I'm hoping is going to happen when the aliens finally visit me. They're going to load me with compliments like you did and hit on me.
And it's right up the ass.
Well, we're doing another episode today, and today's episode is Space!
The final frontier.
The final of all the... Is it anymore? I feel like the fourth dimension. Anyway, we can get onto that another time. All right, so let's talk about our outfits. We've obviously... This is probably the first time that I feel like the two of us have been pretty coordinated in our looks.
Actually, the very first time. I feel like we usually go in such different directions, but we decided that the only thing that says space is like really shiny costumes. Look at us.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is literally what I want to do. I would love...
Wait, what?
Oh, I would like to explore space. I would like to be an astronaut. I'd like
to
be...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
If you told me tomorrow, if you went, hey, listen, we've got a ship.
Yes.
All those video game skills you've developed, all the other life skills you've developed, your leadership skills, your various problem-solving skills, your hand-eye coordination, all of these things you've been developing, Jeff, it's all been training in a simulation, and this is not even a real world, but we're now going to put you into your real avatar body where you're going to go off and explore the cosmos.
You do it?
In a heartbeat. I just say, can I take my dog with me? That's all.
Well, you can. In that scenario, you can. But what if it was like there's a ship leaving, we know it's going to another world that has breathable air, a totally different planet, but you'll be able to live there. Would you take off from this Earth right now and go to that planet? Like tomorrow, you can bring your dog. Would you go?
I mean, it depends what the setup is on the new planet. If it's just me and my dog, that might be a little lonely.
No, there's like people. There's like 1,000 people, we'll say, on the ship. They're all cryogenically frozen. They'll unthaw you when you arrive, plus your dog.
To set up a new society, a new human society.
But you'll have stuff.
That's a good question. Yes, I would, is the answer.
Like today, you would just be like, fuck this, we're going today.
I think I'm bored of this life. Yeah, I think it's mundane.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what more I'm going to experience in this world. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in a rush to die in any way or anything like that, but I think I'm going to see more beautiful places, I'm going to travel, I'm going to learn more languages, I'm going to read more books, I'm going to fuck more beautiful women, and I'm going to eat more tasty food, I'm going to spend more time with amazing friends. But I have done all of those things already. Is it reality? I've never set foot on a completely foreign planet.
Never been cryogenically frozen.
Can you imagine? Because you'd have to do the shit, like you'd have to
actually
build society. You'd have to build buildings and spaces and learn about the natural flora and fauna and like everything would be exploration. Imagine how exciting that would be.
Make lots of babies to flesh out the planet.
I mean, listen, are we flying together? What's happening?
Yeah, exactly.
Are we both on that flight together?
Well, you're frozen on the flight, but once you land, it's baby time.
Straight to fucking.
Straight to fucking. How else are you going to colonize it?
As soon as you're thawed out.
Yeah.
2 minutes in the microwave.
Yes.
Down to business.
Down to business. And then you can build your shelters.
Yeah, I'd reproduce.
Yeah.
Would you like that role, though? Because then you'd have to be...
I'm too old.
You'd have to be one of you'd have to like pump out some of them babies.
Yeah, I'm too old and I have no survival skills. No one would put me on that ship. But it would be really fun to go.
Well, if this was 10 years ago and you weren't too old for the prospects of repopulation.
I was almost too old 10 years ago. 25 years ago.
Women can have babies at your age and beyond,
yeah,
by the way.
but like that's with our medical help. You're on a new planet. All you have is fucking. You don't have fucking IVF. You don't have hormones. You just have dicks.
I mean, if you've got a spaceship,
ovaries.
you probably can get a couple of shots of IVF in the medical bay, surely. Listen. Are we repopulating this planet or what? Come on.
Or what?
Are we going to make that OnlyFans content or what? The fans keep asking for it.
Yeah.
They keep hitting us up. When's it coming? When's it dropping? Listen, you never know.
We got to keep them waiting.
Yeah.
We got to build up the anticipation.
For at least 100 episodes.
Yeah, because then we could like pull a Lena the plug, and then the first time it finally happens, you make like $1 million. I
already said on social media, I said 10,000 Patreon pledges.
And you'll do it.
10,000 monthly Patreon pledges. That'd be $50K a month coming in for the podcast.
That's solid.
At least I'd do it.
That's solid. And put it out exclusively on Patreon.
Exclusively on the Patreon. Behind closed doors.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
If you want this weird alien...
Do I have to have my face in it? Do I have to have my face in it? Or can I be like a POV
They're
dick?
going to know. You just said it out loud.
No, but can I be POV dick? Can I just be like POV dick?
Can you? But then is it worth it to the Patreon members?
I mean, they get to see my dick.
But they don't get to see your ass. You don't know what they want.
Well, maybe there's a little...
You're taking 50% of the fun away. Damn. And your pretty face.
Damn. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if I want my face on porn.
But they'll know it's you. You just said it was you.
No one wants to see this. No one wants to see that face.
What's your cum face?
That's exactly my cum face. I look like Popeye eating a can of spinach. It's the whole thing.
Do you say that when you come?
Every time. Every time without a shadow. I say it just before I come.
Just before you come.
And if she doesn't carry on, then I know she's not a keeper. Who are you dressed as? You're dressed as an alien. Is this what you want to be in space? You want to be an alien race?
Well, we are an alien race to the aliens.
To the aliens.
Yeah, we just have more fingers than they do. That's the only difference. And we're less green.
But why have you chosen this outfit for your character?
Because I feel like it's perfect. I feel like most people, when they're talking about space, are like, do you think aliens are real? Do you think there's anything else out there?
We know they're real now.
Look at it. There is something else out there. It's me.
Let's discuss that shit.
Yeah.
There literally is other things out there because the Department of Defense in this country, in the US, brought a bunch of military personnel, you know, we're talking like top colonels in the fucking Navy and the Air Force, to the Senate, and they, under oath, talked about UAPs. They're not called UFOs anymore. It's no longer unidentified flying objects. It's now unidentified aerial phenomena.
Phenomena, I like that.
Phenomenon.
You're right, but it's still way cooler than objects.
Yeah, so UAPs. So they confirmed that they've recovered about over 100 UAPs.
I didn't know they recovered 100.
It could be other stuff. It might not be vessels and things. It could be like debris that's fallen out or things that have fallen to Earth
from
or meteors.
Other places.
But 120. And then they confirmed that they have also recovered one vessel within which there was a pilot not of this planet.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, I knew they found some shit.
Most people don't, and I don't understand why, because this should be the biggest news. This should be the biggest news for the world ever. But I didn't know they found a fucking pilot in a plane. Well, an aircraft with a pilot not of this planet.
That's pretty profound.
Yeah, it is.
However you say it, that's pretty fucking profound.
Because it either means an alien from another planet, or it means someone from another dimension in a different kind of aircraft.
Either way, it's pretty insane. Even whether it's time travel, aliens, whatever it is.
They've confirmed
from underwater
alien life.
Come up, it's still amazing.
They've confirmed alien life, and we're all just like, yeah, but what about, you know?
Maybe because it's so obvious that there has to be alien life. Like, we are one tiny planet in one tiny solar system in one tiny galaxy in this vast expanse. Like, if we were the only intelligent life in the whole universe, that's actually way more terrifying.
Well,
like,
first of all,
think how terrifying that is if we were the only planet that has stuff on it.
But if we were the only planet with sentient life that had advanced to the civilization that we have, then it's very possible that we've already gone off world a bunch of times. So it would probably find other humans is really what's populating the rest of the
from like a meteor crash and those humans that were there before
or other dimension,
something.
Interdimensional travel, whatever. It would be something like that. But the concept that aliens have been confirmed to exist and we're all just like blasé about it really bothers me. I know not everyone is blasé about it.
You?
Because I think that's what we should... Let's stop arguing about dumb shit like racism and fucking sexuality and genders, and like, let's go and explore the fucking cosmos,
but we
idiots. No, but we can. Because if we weren't pumping trillions of dollars into fucking pharmaceuticals and weapons and wars, we would be spending that shit on exploring the cosmos.
You just want a spending. Like I agree that are you dying? Is it warm being an astronaut? It's toast. Look at it. Take it off. Oh no. You look so warm.
This is what they did on the moon.
Cosmonaut suit.
This is what they did on the moon, actually. Lance Armstrong got there and was like, oh my God, it's so hot up here.
It's so hot on the moon.
It's just dancing around the flagpole, the American flagpole. I'm serious. Like, the concept that we have got these things now confirmed. We know that there's other life out in space. And I'm not talking about some whack job fucking website. I'm talking like Senate, under oath.
Yes.
People from the military being allowed. They declassified a bunch of stuff. Like the FBI declassified a bunch of stuff. The Department of Defense declassified a bunch of stuff. You can bring up some of this shit about.
Please do.
On like Google it. Like Google, the UAF.
This is from the National Security Agency.
That's pretty fucking legit.
It's a government. Yeah, it's a government organization.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, so it has all this stuff.
I just assumed it was there because it has to be.
Alien life form, animal mutations, just all this weird shit that exists that we just are like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's crazy. All right, so let's ask this first question.
My mind is still reeling with this information. I'm obsessed with it.
I didn't believe you didn't know about this. I can't believe you didn't know about this.
I mean, you hear people talk about all kinds of shit, but usually it's bullshit. You know, that's amazing.
Can I just say, that outfit really makes your eyes pop.
Oh, thank you. Is green good for blue?
It really does. Yeah, it really makes them pop.
Huh.
It's making them look a little. It makes them look a little green, but they pop out quite nice.
Yeah, they are sort of a mixed
Not
color.
these ones. Those ones. I'm talking about.
These ones. Look at them. Are they sexy? Are they popping?
They are, and I like how they match yours.
They're
as
looking
well.
right at you.
Exactly the same. Four eyes on me.
Now they're looking at your dick.
There we go.
They have X-ray vision.
You need to put them a bit further apart so they can get both ends of it. There we go.
Yeah.
First question: are we alone in space? Are aliens enemies or allies? I mean,
Who the fuck knows?
We've answered the beginning of it.
Yeah, we can't be alone in space. That just seems statistically impossible.
Scientifically
Even
makes
if you
no
hadn't told
sense.
me that information, I would say it's statistically impossible we're alone.
The only way that we would consider ourselves to be alone in space is because of the human ego, the human condition
God,
of
I
ego
know.
that makes us go, well, surely
We're the
at the
best.
center. Well, we're the center. No, that's Americans.
We're God's chosen
We're the best as Americans.
entities.
Humans is we are the protagonists of this story of existence called life.
Yeah.
Which is absolute bullshit.
Yes.
Of course, there's other people out there. But are they enemies or allies? Well, I
Both.
personally feel that we have been visited on numerous occasions by other life forms.
Clearly, but they've said we were.
Too many signs.
So those must be friendly, or we'd be gone.
And that's what I'm saying. Or
They could have blown us up. If they can visit us, they could have gotten rid of us, and they didn't.
I feel like, well, first of all, we don't know what their military capabilities were. That's not necessarily true, but they might be peaceful creatures who grew with peace. Maybe they didn't develop weaponry. Maybe they didn't have a need for that. But I do think that it's more likely if they visit us a bunch of times before, they probably either there are our owners, like they created us and they do a little,
and they're like, they're so cute and adorable.
yeah, like let's come back in another 10,000 years when they're not fucking fighting each other over skin color. You know what I mean? Or they are we're a science project to these people, or they are allies and they want to see us, become part of the intergalactic space community. We're just not ready yet because we're too busy killing each other.
Or it's just like visiting a worm farm. They don't care that much. They're just buzzing around and they're like, oh, that's dumb and weird.
Maybe Earth is the spring break location of alien races. That's why they come down, pick up a hillbilly, stick a probe in its arsehole, and send him back to go and tell a story. And they're like, no, bro, what do you do at spring break? Dude, I did the whole hillbilly experience, bro.
I went to that like Earth planet and I like fucked some people.
I got like 3 feet up inside of his colon, dude. It was crazy. Do you know they eat like beef jerky and raccoons and stuff? That's crazy. They're still eating animals? Yeah, I know. Isn't that
it's weird.
so crazy, bro?
Yeah.
I brought back a sample of his large intestine. Yeah, I wear it on a fucking necklace.
I like that you guys think aliens are like festival bros.
They are. Well, we represent.
All of them.
We are the most. We are like this embarrassing adventure park to them, where they come down, fuck with us a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they go back. You know how like humans will go away to like Jamaica for a holiday and come back with like braids and beads in their hair.
Yes.
Aliens go down here, like chop off a couple of foreskins, wrap them around their fucking hairdos, go back like, hey bro, I got some foreskin braids. Check it out.
We're the embarrassing cultural appropriation of all the other alien species. Yeah, you should call them out on that. It's not right to play human.
It's not right what you're doing. Do you think they're enemies or allies? What do you think?
I think there's got to be both. I mean, just because the people that have visited us or the species that have visited us so far haven't fucked us up, like I think just like anything, there could be bad and good and things that we don't even understand with our human capabilities.
Wouldn't we be dead? That's what I'm asking. Is like, wouldn't we, if they were enemies? I feel like if you had the technological capability to fly to this planet,
they could have blown us up.
To come that far away, surely they at least have the technology to be like, yo, we got to eradicate these rats.
Maybe we're super uninteresting and that's why they haven't eradicated us.
Damn.
Maybe we're not even a threat, so they didn't even want to bother using one of their planet explosive missiles to like waste the $5 on us.
They're just waiting for us to eradicate ourselves. They're like, they're going to do this in 5 to 10 years.
10 seconds. Yeah.
Give them another 10 years.
Yeah.
They'll be gone anyway.
We'll vacuum them up. We'll start over.
Oh my God. We'll leave a couple of pyramids to fuck with them again.
Literally. They're like, let's see what happens this time. No, let's put it underwater. Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I quite like the idea that aliens haven't visited us in the past whilst we've been in existence. They wait for us to be eradicated. Then they come down and leave like treasure, like a treasure hunt. They just leave little monuments and monolithic structures and stuff.
Like it actually seems like they do.
Hey, this time, let's leave a load of bones of these giant fucking teethy creatures and like bury them like 5,000 feet deep.
Pranksters.
Yeah, they're literally just fucking with us the whole time.
Aliens are just like Trevor Wallace and just like, it's a prank, bro.
That's our whole world. We're just some aliens YouTube channel, like entirely, like just a weird YouTube experiment.
Now we've made them as dumb as us, though. Unbelievable.
What do you think, like the pyramids and the Mayan ruins? Do you think that's stuff that human built? Do you think that's alien built?
Oh, I think they had some assistance.
Yeah, you do.
I think there was some assistance in that.
Why?
I think it was sound. I think they moved a lot of those structures with sound vibration. Like they used the power of sound.
Like not our technology? Like, do you think that was human technology or given to us?
Given. I think it was either given or presented or taught how to make it for a period of time and then
why'd they leave?
Destroyed. Oh, I think we got wiped out by ice ages,
Right. But then why didn't they come back and help us again?
Oh, because time maybe doesn't work the same way for them. These could be creatures that live for thousands of years. Yeah. In which case, the lifespan of humans for 1,000 years might be like a 5-year period. They're not going to come back to this planet for another 5 years. They'll be like, yeah, we'll go back. We'll go and check on them in a few hundred years, see where they're at.
Or maybe they just did it as a lark once and then forgot all about us.
A lark.
Yeah.
I like how you've turned alien races into fucking Renaissance LARPers. Historical reenactment fucking...
LARPers, no, lark, not LARP.
No, I know, but only a LARPer would say something like, what a lark! What a lark we had! I say, what a lark we've had! Are you scared of shit that comes from space, like asteroids and meteors?
Absolutely, how could you not be?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you how not.
I'll tell you how not, because that's fucking crazy.
Because, like, every day, something ridiculous, like, can you look up the total? It's like how many meteors, asteroids, hit Earth's atmosphere every day. It's something I think
should make you more scared, not less scared.
I think it's something like, don't quote me on this, but I think it's something like 140,000 meteors or something smashes into the Earth.
And that's not concerning to you?
No, because it's happening every day. And I went to the woods.
Because they're small. We're fine because they're small. But once the big one comes, and it will,
if expanding rocks are large enough, experts estimate that between 10 and 50 meteorites fall every day.
Sure.
But have a look at asteroids. How many asteroids not hit Earth, hit Earth's atmosphere? How many asteroids hit Earth's atmosphere? Because most of these things burn up before they reach. I actually saw it happening.
And they'll all get smaller.
I went on a camping holiday and I saw one come down and I saw the fire trail.
Yeah, that's what shooting stars are.
An estimated 25 million meteoroids, micrometeoroids, and other space debris enter Earth's atmosphere each day. Okay. 15,000 tons of that material enters the atmosphere each year. 15,000 tons of it.
So it's only a matter of time before one big enough to make real contact with the Earth happens.
Well, we
could be dead, of course, but it will happen again in Earth's history. This is what I think has happened to us.
Is like the Earth's angle shifts. We travel in different...
of course.
I think we just go through an asteroid field with large asteroids every few thousand years.
Okay.
And that's what decimates the Earth. Oh, excuse me.
But it could be like a big comet. It could be anything. It could happen anytime.
Because we see all these pock marks all over the Earth.
Yes.
You can see where they've landed, where they've hit.
Yes.
So we've definitely just get battered by a bunch of them. I think it wipes out the Earth, wipes out life on Earth, most life on Earth, and then it takes us thousands of years to rebuild, recover, rebuild a new generation, a new civilization.
That could happen like literally anytime.
And then we never get off the planet because we're too busy fighting with one another and being greedy fucking evil bastards, and then we get wiped off again.
So you're not worried at all?
I'm not worried because what am I going to do about it?
Nothing.
To live in perpetual fear of something you have no control over is a wasted life.
Well, that's true.
And also,
I'm not saying it keeps me up at night, but
it makes
I think
me
it's a
live more presently, I think.
The fear that anything could happen?
Not fear, the acceptance that 25 million asteroids are pelting the Earth every single day.
Every day.
That means, like, God, anytime something could happen. Anytime.
Yeah, it could. Even if one tiny one hit your head, it could get just you.
One tiny one hits my head. It goes straight through the back of my skull. Or that's the time when I just develop my X-Men power.
So maybe pray for it.
Maybe pray to be pelted by a rock traveling at thousands of miles an hour.
With like just the right amount of radiation. What would your superpower be? Your meteor-induced superpower?
Oh, God, I don't know. Don't know what I would like it to be. I know what I'd like it to be, maybe.
What?
It would probably be sort of an immunity. It's like kind of like I would live for thousands of years.
Like
should
a Wolverine
I want to.
situation?
Like a regenerative, like an Astartes, more like an Astartes from Warhammer 40,000.
Okay.
I basically want to take the power of the Imperium to the rest of the galaxy and spread the Emperor's word. I've been listening to a lot of Warhammer 40,000 books lately, and it's all about this. That whole series is really about... They're all evil. Everyone in it's evil. Everyone kind of at its core is evil. But the Imperium of man, is basically what we would do in I think, this version of humanity, which is...
I don't know anything about it.
We control Earth. Once that's done, there's one ruler of the entirety of Earth. We then go off planet and start trying to find other human... existence in the universe, in the galaxy, the infinite galaxy, and unify all human life. But also...
Like, so we're colonizers still.
It's 100% colonization.
We're just fucking colonizers.
It's colonized.
Still.
It's colonization.
Great.
It will no longer be white Europeans. It will be just humans colonizing the universe.
Still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boo.
At least you get to visit other places, though, right?
I don't know.
So you are scared of them. I'm not scared of them because it tells me how fucking fragile human life is, and that you should enjoy it every day as it comes.
It doesn't like keep me up at night, but I feel like it's actually like a real thing that could happen. So it's a concern. It's definitely a concern for me. So I don't know.
Watch out. Keep looking up.
So you would go on a ship. Would you be just like a regular astronaut that exists now? Like you could go to just the moon? How about like, would you travel to somewhere in our own solar system if you had the chance?
It depends what vehicles are available. With current technology, yeah, I'd love to just go to the moon. That'd be cool.
No, like with something that actually exists right now. Yeah, like you could just go to the moon like they've done before, get out, bounce around for a couple minutes, go back.
That's exactly what I would do. Bounce around for a couple of minutes and come back.
What would you do?
It'd be like the most expensive trampoline ride ever.
Would you?
Yeah, of course I would. If I could, I would. If I thought that I could right now shift up my entire career choice to go and study whatever I have to study, quantum physics or astrology or astronomy, whatever, science, space exploration, whatever I need to study. You need to have a PhD in a doctorate in some form of science, physics or quantum physics, probably, and then go and train to be put on a space station. I would absolutely do it.
So would you live on a space station then?
Sure, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds so boring to me.
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah.
I would absolutely not do that.
Because they have them up there. It depends how long you're up there for, but some of them, they're up there for a few months. It's a few months.
You would do a few months?
Sure.
Hell no.
It'd be an experience.
Yeah, it sounds way too claustrophobic.
But you would, and I heard that all these astronauts come back, a lot of their relationships fail when they get back, so their marriages
like
break down.
Why?
Because
it's only a few months.
I know, but once you live in a place where you can assess the Earth for really what it is, which is one big rolling ball of gas and fucking solid material, desperately being held together by a very flimsy ozone layer and and gravity and this power of stars pulling on it and gravitational pulls, etc. You look at that and you kind of go, what? It means nothing. It's so small in the grand scheme of the universe.
Insignificantly small, beyond insignificant.
And so a lot of those people apparently return to Earth deeply changed. This is quite a commonplace thing. They also have a lot of disassociation to the human existence once they return to Earth.
Or at least society.
Like human existence. They just kind of go, this means nothing. This is pointless.
All the things that we think are so important, like
and a lot of them come back and cheat on their fucking partners as well. They come back and they're like,
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why cheating?
I mean, the concept of committing yourself to one human
I think it's chaos,
for the rest of your life.
They can't even commit to one planet.
Yeah. And you also, like, I know that there's infinite unexplored territory out here, and I'm gonna like fuck Brian.
You're gonna explore it.
I'm gonna fuck Brian for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because what? Because I met him at high school and we got on well. Oh my god, dude! There's got to be aliens with 12 dicks out here.
And you're gonna at least try and find that 12-dicked human while you're here on Earth.
Well, it wouldn't be a human, would it?
That's right. It'd be one of those entities that came down from those other starships.
Exactly.
Ready to take
and they're
each
all
one
lined
of those
up in the middle of his chest,
out.
one by one.
Oh, that was going to be
like
my
a mohawk,
follow-up.
like a dick hawk.
Really? I was imagining them as more of like a pinwheel, all coming from one center. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Then you could choose one or two to go in. The others could be ancillary.
Like one of those rubber scrubbing brushes you clean a dog with to get the loose hair off.
Exactly. Yeah. Like a lump of dick.
Disgusting. Do you think that any previous human civilizations have already traveled off Earth? Do you think we're already in space? Our current civilization of humanity isn't aware of it?
I think it's highly possible. I mean, looking at like the pyramids and other drawings.
Is it highly possible? Because we don't see much. We see structures that suggest visitation by others, but I don't feel like we see any tangible proof of off-world launches from Earth into space.
But why would you? Our society's been crumbled so many different times that technology, it does seem like a lot of ancient civilizations had amazing technologies that have been lost to us. So one of those technologies could have very well been space travel.
I think other dimensions have other human civilizations in other dimensions,
like the multiverse theory vibe.
Sure, have already gone off world in a much more advanced manner than we have, and I think that there's possibilities that they have visited us. That some of the things we see is them.
So not only is there a multiverse, but those people can come into our world too.
Sure.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, if you could travel interdimensionally, yeah, or go through a black hole and it brings you to another dimension.
What do you think black holes are?
A good time.
A good time. Yeah, they are.
No, I mean, I think that's what it is. I think they're gateways. I think there could be gateways. Or they're just, it's the end of all existence and matter as it is.
Well, I think they're wild because they're the only example that, as far as I know, that people on Earth know of something that does not follow time. You know what I mean? Where like our concept of time does not exist in that space.
A black hole is an area of such immense gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape from it. Black holes form at the end of some stars' lives. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So when a whole star dies, it like just sucks it into the oblivion, the nothingness.
It's amazing that something that we know of breaks all of our rules.
There's only one way to find out, though, isn't there?
Get sucked in.
We need to raise enough Patreon pledges on the podcast to afford a commercial virgin space flight for me and you, so we can be the first people to create not only a stand-up comedy routine, but also OnlyFans content live from space. Would you? That's the way we should do it. We should have our first ever scene would be anti-gravity space.
It's like, are you in doggy? Are you in cowgirl? No one will ever know.
It's the same thing.
Looks the same.
When you're spinning fast enough. I mean, look, I would go in there. Look, if you leapt heroically into a stellar mass black hole, it says, your body would be subjected to a process called spaghettification.
What?
The black hole's gravity force would compress you from top to toe while stretching you at the same time. Thus, spaghetti. So
I don't even get that.
Finally, my dick would be bigger than it's ever been.
But it would be so skinny.
Stretched out, so skinny.
So skinny.
But it'd be like 5 kilometers long. I feel like...
would it be all loosey-goosey?
Would you jump into a black hole? Imagine, look.
No!
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
You just saw what would happen.
Can I be honest with you?
I'm ready.
People watching this are going to be going, he's just saying shit to be like divisive.
No, tell me.
I'm truly not. At this stage of life, right, I'm 40 years of age.
Yeah.
I have got lots more life on this planet.
Like 50%.
I've got like at least, maybe hopefully more. Hopefully
like a lot more.
60% left to go. I want to live to 100.
Good.
I realize that there is a wealth and a plethora of amazing experiences, adventures, connections, etc. to be made during that time. But I'm not joking when I say that my sense for adventure, my desperation to explore the unknown far outweighs my excitement about anything on this planet. So if I were in a vessel and we saw a black hole and it was like, the only way to know truly if there's another dimension is to fly straight into that thing. Are we going to do it or not?
No.
I'd be like, fucking let's do it.
But what if that was the end?
So what? Then that's the end.
That sucks.
No. And I'll tell you why not. Because in the grand scheme of thing of time and space and what it is, first of all, I have a very specific understanding and acceptance of what my existence is. It's not this body. It's not this vessel. It's not the subconscious. It's not the unspoken processes of my body. It's not the ego voice. I am literally a spark of energy at the back of all of that. Right, back.
So
like
you
5
don't
layers
think
back.
you would be gone?
First of all, my energy would just return into the one energy of all things. That's what I think. And also, the possibility of it being another experience, like a ketamine infusion therapy,
or star that squishes you into spaghetti.
Yeah, but then there's got to be something beyond that. Like if my physical body, got ripped to nothingness, then my energy would be somewhere. That energy would be somewhere. It's not an ending.
But you'll get there at the end of your natural life anyway.
Look, at the end of last year. New Year's Eve 2024, 2023 going into 2024.
That was just now,
I had a moment where I thought that I was going to die.
What? Did you?
Yeah, I didn't die. No, I'm here.
What
right now in
happened
front
to your
of
body?
You.
What happened? Did you die?
Did it happen?
Did you die last year?
Yes, I did, and I'm back. I've been reanimated. And I had a moment where I thought I was going to get killed by the mob. This is a story for another time.
By the mob?
Listen.
Why do you know anyone in the mob in the first place?
I was incorrect.
Obviously.
I was incorrect. I was high.
What, did they just break your kneecaps?
I was high and no one was trying to kill me. But I had a moment, an evening, where I thought some things were going to happen. And so I sat at the top of a set of stairs with a 12-inch kitchen knife in my hand.
Alone? Was anyone in the house?
No. And I was sitting there in my underwear waiting for men to come and kill me.
In your
thinking,
panties.
I'm going to kill a couple of them before they can get me. That's how I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out fighting. And then after about an hour and a half of sitting there quite high heart rate, being a bit concerned.
Yeah.
I went, you know what? I went through the process of accepting my own mortality.
Okay.
And I went, I'm okay. If this is it, if this is tonight's the night I die, I'm okay with that. I've lived a great life.
Okay.
I've made some incredible connections with people I love. I've seen infinitely more than 90% of the people I know. I've lived 10 different lifetimes already. It's okay. If I die tonight, it's okay. And I'm going to do it rested. So I went to bed and then I woke up in the morning. It was all fucking bullshit.
And
I was an idiot.
And you were less high.
But I truly, I hand on heart, that night and also on one other occasion, I have really grappled with what it means to die or the potential of dying.
Really grappled.
Really gone like, can I accept this being my death? And I have. So at this point,
profound for you in general.
Anything that I experience is like an added bonus.
But going into that black hole, in my opinion, you kind of know you are going to die, and you could choose not to go in and live.
We have no idea what will happen once you go through it. You have no idea. That's the point. We have no idea.
They have a pretty good idea.
They don't.
That you will turn into spaghetti and die. Look, internet.
No, it doesn't say die. It just says your body will be stretched from tip to toe.
Your body will not survive that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't know if this body is just a vessel.
Oh, well, now we're back in our other episode thinking about an afterlife.
Well, yeah, or like a fucking alien. Maybe the other side of that black hole you go through and you're in another dimension. And in that, you're in a completely different body. And now you're living on Znuchbach. And you are part of the Rachnech race. And you fucking, you're a marauding war barons of the galaxy. Maybe you're a peace-loving shamanic tribe called the Ulu. And you converse through song only. And like you got 12-inch dicks. Everyone's got 12-inch dicks. Even the women.
Sold.
Everyone's got a dick. You get a dick. You get a dick. I'm just saying.
I'm hoping that.
We don't know, and I would love to find out. All right, let's move on. You know what? We're taking so long to get through our first early questions.
But it's so good.
Let me just pause for a sec.
Okay.
Let's just tell people about our Patreon, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Please do.
Enjoy these episodes. You're tuning into them weekly. You're liking the clips.
They're
You're
amazing.
Sending us love.
The costumes.
You're having fun. The costumes, the banter, the joy, learning about these two wonderful individuals, as I describe us, with such love for ourselves. If you want to be more involved in this show, there are ways you can do that. One, please
and to keep the show going.
Share the clips. Like just show a little bit of love. Send it to some friends. If you find something funny, hit that little paper airplane on Instagram. Send it to 5 of your friends. You know what I mean?
Valuable.
Or tell a buddy about it. Also, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. And if you do that, you get the episodes 24 hours before anyone else. You also get behind the scenes videos, photos. You get extra content like the XBiz Awards, special one-off episodes with guest hosts like other comedians or other porn stars. All of that stuff is coming to you. Make sure you go and check it out. Patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Just $5 is the cheapest tier, and then we have a $10 tier if you want to get a shout out. Like these legends, our latest Patreon pledges. Shout out to G Style. Thank you so much for your pledge.
Trevor Hunt, thank you so much for your pledge.
Appreciate you, Trev. Torn Between 13. Thank you very much. I like that name. It's like an emo band I would have listened to when I was a teenager.
You'd put it on your MySpace.
Between 13.
They would whine like that too.
Who's next?
Sorry. Ivy Iman, thank you so much for your pledge.
Ivy and Sam Carrera. Thank you, Mr. Carrera. I appreciate you. Or Mrs. Carrera, actually.
That's
Sam
true. It could be either way.
It could be either way.
Non-binary Carrera.
So we've got some questions here from some of our followers, some of our supporters.
My thumbs are so big. Hold on. I need to get my big ass thumbs out of the way.
You do the first one. You reel the first one.
BG Daddy Mac asks, if we kill our planet, would you live off-world or stay on a dying Earth?
Oh.
Off-world.
Yeah, but it depends. Like off-world might be barely even built as a society. But you're right.
I'm not built for the apocalypse. I'm going. I'm going.
I am built for the apocalypse.
You are.
I'm going to be ready for it when it comes. I'm going to get my land. I'm going to get my fucking fence. I'm going to get my arsenal weapons. I'm going to be prepped for that. I'm going to be one of those doomsday preppers.
With a prepper.
You're going to live with a prepper. You can come and hang out at my place.
I've already told you my only hope is sucking dick. You know this about me. I can't survive in any way, shape, or form for even one day.
But if there was the option of getting on a ship with, like you say, maybe
that sounds
a
better.
million people going to be flown to another planet to start things up again, I'd be on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my curiosity alone. Like, this planet's dying. Let's bounce.
Let's get out of here.
Immediately
Let's go fuck up another one. Am I right? That's the American way.
That's the American way.
Raiden Sano asks, what are your opinions on cosmicism? Are we an insignificant stain in the universe, or are we all alone? Jeff, do you mind Googling cosmicism?
Yeah, I don't even know what
that terminology means.
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe it's like the cosmic energy of the universe, maybe?
I mean, I don't think we're alone. I can answer that part of the question.
Well, do you think we're an insignificant stain in the universe?
But then it says, or are we alone, as if those are two different things. I think we are insignificant, and I don't think we're alone. So
here we go. So cosmicism shares many characteristics with nihilism, though one important difference is that cosmicism tends to emphasize the insignificance of humanity and its doings, rather than summarily rejecting the possible existence of some higher purpose or purposes. So basically we have...
Yeah.
So are we just fucking bit players in the cosmic...
Yeah, I think we're super insignificant, and I think both of those things are true. Though I think we're insignificant and we're not alone.
I don't think we're alone, but I also don't think we're insignificant. I think the fact that we are there's almost like the gene seed. I keep going to this Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on this.
It's the books. The audio books are amazing. Shout out to the narrator; he's incredible. I think we have greater purpose. I think for a lot of us, there's a desire, a genuine. Inbuilt gene level, DNA level desire to explore and discover and find what's the answers. And I think that's
that makes you significant?
I think that's in us for a reason. I think there's a significance to our existence if you lead a life of significance. And that could just be connecting with and empathizing
significant
with.
Significant to what or who?
Doesn't matter. Like to you, to yourself, to the energy of the universe.
I think I live a life of significance to the people I love, to myself, to my community, to my planet. But I don't think we're significant overall in the grand scheme of the universe. Nah. No, you're probably right.
All right, next question. High Tech Redneck asks, will we be living on the moon or mining asteroids first? What do you reckon? It's going to be
I don't think we're going to live on the moon, but we might live on a space station. What do you mean mining asteroids?
No, we will definitely live on the moon at some point. They will
think so? Just like a little space station on the moon?
There'll be space stations out there.
Maybe.
They'll build some buildings. They'll do that on a few planets until they find one inhabitable, and then we can move.
What does that mean, do you think?
He's basically saying, do you think we're more likely to actually set up communities on other planets first, or just be greedy and mine lead and titanium off floating asteroids?
I mean, knowing what we've done to this Earth, it feels like mining's probably the right answer. Yeah, like sucking everything dry until we need to get that
vibranium so we can build the future vessels of the Earth. Lestat 12288 asks, in your opinions, what do you feel needs to be done here on Earth first before we take to the stars and further our reach into the unknown? What's the most important thing needs to get done?
Fix it.
Everything.
Stop doing all of the things that we're doing so that our Earth survives.
Except space travel exploration. Keep doing that.
Keep doing that. But really, we're ruining our planet.
Yeah.
If we continue, we're going to have to find another planet. Let's not do that. Let's have this planet, and then maybe we could move to other places as well.
Yeah.
As long as we're not being asshole colonizers and being like, well, America's here now, so you guys have to leave.
Also, the
that's
concept,
not the mood.
I think really the most important thing would be to do is to try and find a way to maintain the very difficult balance of peace, global peace. Because if you can't do that here on Earth,
we're fucked.
Then you're fucked. As soon as you go to off planet, different planets
exactly
will develop their own beliefs, their own ways of their own autocracy, their own democracies or not, their own dictatorships, and then you're going to have interplanetary fighting, and it's a fucking nightmare.
It's going to be the worst. All right. So Dr. Yeatonstein asks, are we alone, or are there other species, and are they hotter than us?
Definitely other species, and I think that their kinks are definitely hotter than us. They're all about putting probes in buttholes, apparently.
Yeah, they love human asses. They love it.
Super into
Eat
anal.
it for breakfast. They're so into anal. They're so into it.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. I don't know if they're hotter than us. Have you ever seen any of the depictions of aliens that we've seen?
I feel like that's fucking subjective. Who knows if I think they're hotter than us?
You like the general depiction of other alien races?
That weird gray bug-eyed thing? No, not hot. The body's all slim and the head's all big. Not hot.
Exactly.
No one's ever shown me their genitals. No.
They look quite asexual in most of the depictions.
They look Ken doll-ish. Yeah.
Look, could you fuck that?
Let's Google the genitals.
You fucked some real.
I mean, I would.
You fucked a real plethora of different body types. Do you think you could give that a little bit of love?
I would do it once. Because how are you? I mean, that one looks dead. I wouldn't do that.
I'm going to come on your head. Definitely not face, because there's so little face, but definitely there's more head than face.
So little eyes. Come right in their eyes.
How could you not when they're that big?
Come right in their eyes.
Chelsea Craft asks, will the night sky eventually end up completely black because the universe is expanding? Oh, yeah, eventually the stars will be so far away we won't even be able to see them.
Yeah, but then we'll be near other stars.
Also, not during our lifetime or the next 1,000 lifetimes.
Or billion lifetimes.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I guess, who knows what the stars will look like to this planet, which will definitely, I mean, look, our star is going to burn out before that happens.
Yeah, true.
And so there won't be anything anywhere.
True. The sun's going to get too close to us and cook us.
Yeah.
Pacemaker. What does he ask?
Pacemaker asks, will we ever create a Dyson sphere to harness our sun's energy?
I don't know what a Dyson sphere is. Let's educate ourselves. Dyson sphere, please, Jeff.
Our fans are way smarter than us, as I found out with these questions. These are great questions.
A Dyson sphere.
Sounds like a vacuum. The only Dyson I know is my Dyson vacuum, and I don't think that's what this person is talking
it's
about.
It's 100% about vacuums. That's
is
weird.
it
Probably could be, actually. I know
there's
I watched this documentary that what's your American space dude called? What's his name? The black gentleman with the moustache and the hair. The doctor. What's his name? The
space dude, mustachioed man.
Yeah, black dude with a moustache.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes,
thank you.
of course.
Neil deGrasse Tyson talked on one of his TV shows, the one all about space, about how we want to see that though. I want to see what you just had up there.
I need Dyson.
Neil,
yes.
Look at that face. How could you not know? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I trust that face.
Did a documentary series all about space, and it was basically showing how we could effectively look through time. It involves building giant mirrors in space that reflect light through a loop that effectively, I'm explaining it very poorly.
Oh, but I'm interested.
But effectively it loops light so you can see light that has traveled to us from the past or from the future.
Yeah.
So you could look backwards or you could look forwards through those mirrors and see a reflection of Earth, but at a completely different point in time. Now that's pretty interesting.
Fucking crazy.
It would cost trillions of dollars to make. It would take hundreds of years to build it and to put it out there, but we should be on there. A Dyson sphere, this is what that is.
Sphere.
It's a hypothetical megastructure that encompasses a star and captures a large percentage of its solar output. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's basically goes around a star.
Be a thing around our sun. I mean, I guess if the humans of the future realize our star is dying, they might want to do that.
Pacemaker, I'm going to answer your question. Will we ever create a Dyson sphere to harness our sun's energy? No.
Yes.
Because we're too busy arguing on fucking TikTok with each other. It's never going to happen. You think people are going to build that? That would require the entire human population.
Worldwide community effort.
Working together at a high level of understanding and engineering
you think even if everyone
knowledge.
knew you're going to die in 10 years if you don't do this, they still wouldn't do it?
Nah. People would just go, no, fuck it. I'm going to go and drink beer and smoke weed and have sex with chickens.
That does sound more fun than building a Dyson sphere.
Final question from our wonderful Patreon pledges. Spectre One Actual asks, would you pay for a space flight to join the 100 Mile High Club? Have you joined the Mile High Club?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
With did you do it for a shoot or did you do it with
myself?
With a partner or with a stranger?
A partner, not a stranger.
I did it with a stranger I met on a flight.
That's amazing.
It's one of the coolest things I've done.
International or?
Yeah, flying my second leg when I was a kid coming back from New Zealand. Oh, a kid.
Don't say that.
I was like 19. I was 19 years of age.
Yeah.
But I was flying back from the second leg of New Zealand to LA, LA to London. So it was from LA to London.
How did you find them? Tell me everything.
Sat next to this girl.
Yeah.
And she and I were talking and flirting. Then movie came on. She went, do you want to watch the movie together? I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And then she put a blanket and she went, oh, here, do you want to share a blanket? And I was like, all right. So I put a blanket over my lap and then the lights went down.
Jerk off.
She's pushing her leg against mine. We watched the movie. She stroked her hand, touched my leg. And then I started stroking her leg. And then we were playing with each other's genitals underneath the blanket.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I was like, you go to the toilet. I'll come and knock 3 times in a moment and then just open the door and then I'll let myself in. Then we had quick sex in the bathroom. Not long.
No, because you don't want to get caught.
And then we went back and she fell asleep on my shoulder for the rest of the flight. It was dope.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like international flights are the way to do it because they have so many bathrooms. It's not as obnoxious as a flight from here to Vegas.
It was great. It was great fun. It's cool to tick it off the list.
So flight from here to Vegas.
Do you know what I mean? There's 2 bathrooms and the flight attendants are right there. That's not the move.
Get them involved. What about the space flight? Would you bone in 100 Mile Club?
Only if a bunch of other people had already gone on that space flight, because I'm scared that I'll explode, and I really don't think exploding is worth joining the 100 Mile High Club.
Are you scared that you would explode on the ship? Ship would explode?
The ship would explode. I feel like our technology...
Technically, we'd be hoping you would explode.
Yeah, well, that part would be good. That part would be good. See my squirt floating around in anti-gravity.
I was going to say just a fucking capsule full of your piss, just slapping up against.
It was fun in minute 1, but then for the next 10 hours, you're like, it's in my eye again.
Just trying to have a conversation, and it goes in your mouth.
Chunky cum.
Oh my god!
Floating around.
That's what I'd be worried about. The strands of jizz just floating in space. How do you jerk off in space? You must have to put the little suction thing over the top of your cock and then
like during though? Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have it suck in the top of your penis.
I would just catch it up afterwards.
Or as you come.
I would just, or just like let it go and then like capture it like around the plane.
That's the real
and capture
Dyson
it
sphere. It's like those little vacuums in space to catch your jizz.
That's the Dyson sphere we need.
I would pay for a space flight.
Right now, what if 50% of them were blowing up?
They're not.
They kind of are.
They're not. No, the ones that go out into orbit, because you just have to go beyond Earth's atmosphere to reach zero gravity.
Okay.
You don't actually have to go into space necessarily.
But you're kind of in space.
Well, you are.
And you're
but
like
you
a
go
rocket.
above orbit, you get zero gravity, and then you come back down. Mm-hmm. If I could afford that flight, which I think is like a few $1 million.
You do it like tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Would you film it?
If I was wealthy enough to like go up there, and take
what
a
if it
partner
costs $50?
to have sex. Oh yeah, I'd be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I would do it if I had the money.
I would wait a long time.
I would go, and I'd have sex with a partner. That'd be dope. Be like the first people to fuck in space.
Yeah. You can't be the first. Everyone's fucking in space.
People on that space station definitely have already had sex.
You have to. I don't care who I was on that space station with. We're fucking.
Although there are also cameras in a lot of areas, including private quarters and stuff. So
I don't care who's. I definitely don't care who sees me.
Yeah, but I think Houston might have a problem with it if they just look and see two fucking bare cheeks bouncing up and down.
But like
on this space
humans
station.
doing human stuff is pretty normal.
Yeah, I guess.
Tune in or tune out.
What are they going to do? Come up and stop you?
Yeah, they're not.
Tell you off. Hey, don't do that. Fuck you.
Yeah, cuckold me over the microphone.
Yeah, you're thousands of miles away from me. It's a whole new branch of porn, 100-mile high club. So yeah, I probably would do it. You wouldn't until you know it's safe.
Until I know it's safe-ish.
You're so boring. Your sexuality is so boring.
Lame. Boo. 2 out of 4 fingers down.
This is true of a lot of adult actresses. They have to be boring when it comes to sexual stuff because you have to be safe with everything.
That's right. And like respect our colleagues.
Yeah.
Respect your colleagues. Don't get anyone sick. Boring.
How are you respecting your colleagues by potentially getting blown up in space whilst boning?
Exactly.
I'd be out there.
Then what?
All right. Listen, remember, if you want to get your questions to us, you can do that by checking out patreon.com.
Only on Patreon.
Comic Cougar Convo. That's correct. Only at patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Also, please make sure you check out our YouTube as well. Sub to the channel. Make sure you sub to our socials. Let's do a couple more questions, then we're going to have to wrap this bad boy up. If the aliens came tomorrow for you and said, hey, one-way ticket, I've got space on our ship. We're going to take you out to explore the cosmos, but you will never get to return to this planet. Once you come with us, you are accepting your role within our ship and as part of our intergalactic space. It's like Farscape. Do you remember the TV series Farscape? No. Oh, it's such a great series.
Okay.
You got to watch it. Really good. But effectively, it's like Star Trek. They go, you can join one of the crew
and never come back.
But you never get to come back. But you get to fly around with a bunch of aliens and go and explore untamed worlds.
Can I take like 5 friends?
No, it's you. It's you. You can bring your dog.
But not my partner and my family.
Not even a partner, not even family, no friends, nothing. Just you.
It's like super tempting because that sounds amazing, but I would be crushed to leave everyone I love.
You get a +1. That can be whatever creature you like. It could be a furry one or a human creature.
Then yes.
You would do it with the +1?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. How about you?
I'd do it.
Yeah?
I'd take my dog.
Yeah? And that's it?
Yeah.
Cute little space hat. Little space dog.
Can you imagine?
Would you dress him up like a little space cosmonaut?
Nixie would definitely be a little a dogmanaut. Yeah.
Dogmanaut.
Dogmanaut.
So cute.
It'd be so cute.
That'd be very cute.
I would do it tomorrow.
I'm for it.
I'm not even joking. And this is, I'm not. I know it's a hypothetical question that's never going to happen.
No, but like you would. That's what I'm saying. I take these questions seriously.
Me too. I know that I would literally. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah.
Can I just make a quick phone call to a couple of people, tell them that I love them?
Also important.
I'm gone.
I would have to tell. You'd have to give me like 4 hours.
Yeah.
To tell
4
everyone.
hours.
I have a lot of people to call. Good conversation. I'm not just be like, hey, Mom, so leaving with the aliens. Cool, bye. Like, that's not long enough. That's not enough.
I think it is.
I think it is.
It really is. And I'll tell you why, because I think if you're going on that kind of a journey, one, you're saying goodbye to this planet. The reality is that all of the human concepts by which your mind is limited and your understanding of existence is groomed by this planet and by this society. that goes out the window. So even the concept, like my mum, I know, loves me and would want me to have the biggest adventures in life and do the coolest shit. My sister and my niece love me and want me to do what makes me feel right. Exploring the cosmos would feel right. So I would just let those people know. I'd say, I just want you to know I love you very much indeed. I've been given an opportunity to get off planet. I'm going to take it. I know you're going to question what happened to me. Just know that I'm safe and that I'm healthy and I'm alive. I'm just out there doing what I need to do. You
wouldn't entertain their follow-up questions? Not for you, for them.
What are you going to explain? They're not going to believe it. They're going to think you've gone and thrown yourself off a bridge anyway.
I respect my loved ones enough to let them ask questions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an alien.
Yeah, it's
what
an
are you
alien.
doing? I don't know. Are you crazy?
Are
you crazy? Are you sick in the head?
Yes.
Are you mentally ill? Are you depressed right now? Are you going to kill yourself? Blah, blah, blah. Nah, avoid all those questions. Just be like, yo, I love you. I just wanted to let you know I love you.
You're sending out a mass text message, a group email.
I'm not even doing
You're
it. Exactly.
CC your mom.
I just put an Instagram update.
Instagram.
Dear Mum, Sarana.
That's it.
Maya. And anyone else who cares about me. And friends. Peace. Aliens came for me. Couldn't turn them down. These green chicks are hot.
Yes, they are. All right.
Dyson sphere on the top of my cock.
Ridiculous. Next question. Which sci-fi series would you most like to be a reality
of space exploration?
That's an excellent question.
Star Wars, Star Trek,
but all the books
Farscape.
too. Like anything that I would assume, even like Dune, anything that has to do with like other alternate planets.
Which of those
other
space
alternate
stories would you choose as a real life scenario for you to exist in?
I feel like Star Wars is the best one.
You want
not the battle
continual
part.
ongoing battle between good and evil?
No, but what I do want is like easy access to tons of different planets, tons of different cultures. Like, I'm not going to be the one enmeshed in battle, but I am going to be the one like bouncing around, enjoying lots of stuff.
You misunderstand. You are joining the reality of this series.
Exactly of the movie, like directly involved in the movie.
You're going to be a character in the Star Wars franchise. You're going to be a character in the Star Wars franchise.
Then no, it's too violent.
Well, I mean, they all got a bit of violence. That's the reality. Once you get off planet, people will pew, pew, pew.
No, I'm going to join the world, but be like a really peaceful Ewok or something. Not the ones that had to battle.
Those Ewoks, they fucking threw down.
They did when they had to.
When they get messed up, I get you, they were mostly peaceful.
But overall, they just had a party existence. They got good theme music. They have everything I want.
You better like fucking hairy boys, because that's what you're going to be getting from them.
Yeah, but I'd be a hairy girl, too.
Those little lips, though. Those little lips are kind of cute, don't they?
Yeah, they are cute.
I would go for Farscape. Farscape, actually.
I don't know that one.
Or, what was the one with the... with interplanetary, interdimensional travel with the Egyptian, like where they basically made out like the Egyptians were actually aliens, where they go through the, what's it called? It's called, oh my God, I watched it for years. Oh my God.
I don't know.
It's got that, the Chris Judd is in it, who voiced Kratos in God of War. A sci-fi series with, it's called like, it's the one where you go through portals and then you like Stargate SG-1.
Okay, yeah.
So either
that's good.
I'd want to be either Farscape, because it was basically like a drama comedy in space. There was a guy was very funny, the human within the ship. Everyone else is an alien on this ship. They fly through space. He's just trying to find his way back to Earth, but has to travel the entire galaxy because he got shot across the galaxy in his ship through a warp hole, through a black hole, or through a warp or something. I love that idea of traveling back to your location and getting to experience the whole journey across the galaxy.
And was it not very violent?
There was moments of violence. There was a lot of like, it was really good series. Actually, had like an antagonist character who eventually ends up in his mind. It's like a whole thing.
That's interesting.
It's really interesting.
I'm gonna watch that.
But either that one or Stargate SG-1, because then you're just going through, where am I going to land? On which planet am I going to travel to now through these gates?
I might change my mind, but I can't remember the name of the book. It's where like they go to the computer and they get the answer to life, and it's like 42.
Oh,
what's that
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's cute because it's so playful and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be my new answer.
All right, I like it. I like it. And final question.
Yeah.
Will we eventually colonize the cosmos? Are humans going to take over the cosmos like that Warhammer 40k Imperium? Do you think we'll ever make it that far?
I don't think we're cool enough. I think we would want to. I think humans would love to colonize the shit out of everything, but I think that there's stuff out there that's so much smarter, so much more powerful, so much more interesting that they would be like, and no, step on us like little ants before we got that opportunity. Desire, yes. Actually, no.
So our colonization attempts would be cauterized by other races of creatures.
Oh yeah.
Alien
what do you
races. Think? No, I think we're all going to die before that happens.
Oh, we're not even going to get to square one. We're not even going to get on base.
I actually don't think we're ever going to get to a place where we build on other planets properly.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
We're spending money on the stupidest shit.
We're just not unified enough.
We're not unified at all.
We're not unified enough.
The whole Earth would have to be unified to make that happen. I see you. You keep look. My eyes are down here. Jeff Leach.
I do keep looking up at them.
My eyes are down here.
They're down
Is
here.
it because every time I nod, they wiggle?
They do a little bit, yeah.
They're
they are kind
bouncy and gorgeous.
I feel judged and also very desired.
Yeah.
By them.
Yeah.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah. Well, no one told you could look at them, so.
All right, my bad. Sorry. I'm drawn to them. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Will we be burnt to a crisp? Will we ever make it off planet? Put your comments below on the YouTube video and on our Patreon page. Make sure you do check out both of those platforms, youtube.com/@Comic Cougar Convo, and of course, patreon.com/
Comic Cougar Convo.
She's been Cherie DeVille, the most gorgeous cougar that ever existed.
And he's been Jeff Leach, the most handsome comedian in the universe.
Stop it. This has been a conversation. We'll see you next time. That's space. Bye.
Bye-bye. 4 fingers are the best.
It's a black hole. Let me fly into it. Ooh.
No! Don't do it! You're coming out of a womb. What are you doing?